Hello and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field, where today we bring you an OSAA On Point Community Credit Union 6A state baseball matchup. In the 6A classification, it's the and we welcome you to today's broadcast here from Champion Car Wash Field. I'm Joey Kieran. It is great to be with you here on a beautiful day in the Umpqua Basin as we get ready for this matchup. We'll have more coming up here as we get into our Roseburg Disposal pregame show. You can let them make the run to the dump for you. That's Roseburg Disposal, 673-7122. We're going to have a quick word with head coach Troy Thompson of the Roseburg baseball team in just a little bit. Before we take our first break of the pregame show, I want to remind everybody today's game is streaming with video online at 541radio.com. Or you could check it out on our YouTube channel. Search 1490 The Score on YouTube and follow us there as well. Live playoff stream is presented by Umpqua Survival. Umpqua Survival, well, surviving in the postseason can be difficult, but surviving in life doesn't have to be. Umpqua Survival, they've got you covered out on Northeast Diamond Lake Boulevard. We'll come back after a 2-minute break with a word with head coach Troy Thompson as we count down to our first pitch in this first round playoff matchup between Roseburg and Southridge on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
I am confident.
I am aware.
I am trained.
I am prepared.
Be prepared to face the elements. Umpqua Survival offers classes to give you confidence and the gear to protect yourself. Check our calendar for expert training in self-defense, concealed carry, and more.
I am not afraid.
Be prepared for whatever life may bring. Umpqua Survival.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Back here with more of our Roseburg Disposal pregame show on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM, streaming with video online at 541radio.com. Postseason video coverage is brought to you by Umpqua Survival. Get ready for today's first-round playoff matchup as Roseburg welcomes in Southridge, and we get a chance to catch up with head coach Troy Thompson. Coach, you guys have wrapped up a regular season, obviously. You told me after the games up at Sheldon, you got what you needed, not necessarily what you wanted, but second place in a difficult Southwest Conference. You guys were there competing and put yourself on the final day in a spot where you wanted to be. Looking back on the regular season, how do you feel like things went and wrapped up for you guys last week?
Tremendous effort by our kids. They did a great job all season to kind of play from ahead until the last doubleheader there. Not even the last scheduled doubleheader. We had to push to Monday on that. So, yeah, the league schedule was what we thought it would be. Very, very tough, and the weather certainly didn't help us with the schedule this year as we got pushed around in several games and played on off days, and so it was hard to find some consistency at times during our season, but kids did a great job of fighting through that and getting through it and getting on the field when we could and doing a good job when we got there. So, yeah, all in all, I'd say we played ourselves to this spot today and feel good about where we're at and fortunate to get a home game here, so we're excited about the opportunity that's laid out ahead of us here.
you guys you see 4 teams out of the Southwest Conference make it in, and I think it was real close to possibly all of the teams out of the Southwest Conference making it into the postseason. It's no surprise to I think you or I about how good this conference is, but looking at just kind of what the conference accomplished this year, what do you think about how that prepares you guys for the postseason and what it might mean for the Southwest Conference going forward?
Well, I hope it prepared all of us for a chance to play here in the playoffs, and like you said, we had 5 of our 6 get in, and that's all you can ask for is a chance to get in, and that's where we find ourselves. So great job once again by our league to play close and tight and competitive games down to the last games of the year for everybody. Mm-hmm. Some good ball games there. And, obviously we wish our league good luck as we open the first round here. And there's some nice matchups for us and some tough matchups for us as well. So it'll be interesting to see how this first round plays out for everybody. And hopefully in a one-game single elimination tournament like we've talked about, anything can happen. So you just like to get yourself in the best position you can. And getting to play in the playoffs is the best position you can hope for right now. So like I said, fortunately 5 of our 6 made that. And hopefully our games throughout our league schedule prepared us for what's upcoming here tonight.
Getting into the postseason, obviously all aspects of the game are going to be big for you, but the fact that you guys had 3 all-conference selections as a pitching staff, being able to be deep on your pitching staff is what you hope to see at this point in the year. I think you've been able to rely on a lot of guys out of the bullpen and on the bump to start out a game for you this year. How do you feel like you guys kind of shape up there and how that helps you go for a postseason run?
That's the nature of our league. When we play that Tuesday single and then come back on Saturday with a doubleheader, you better have some arms lined up and some guys that can come in and get outs in a relief role. And fortunately this year for us, we've had some kids step into those roles and do a great job with that. A chance to go deep with our starters and then allow our bullpen to take over at some point in time. And they've come out and proved to be very valuable for us. So, as the week sets up, you can't look ahead any further than the one game you have that day. But the playoffs are such that it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So once again, the team that has a deep pitching staff will have an opportunity or a chance to continue their week. So it starts with pitching, and like you said, fortunately we had some guys come out this year and put up some very good games for us and keep us in games and give us a chance to come out victorious in our starts here in league. So hopefully that plays into today and into all of our other teams in our league today as well.
You guys get ready for a Southridge team. I struggled to find back in the history books of when these 2 programs met. I did find one in the playoffs a couple of years ago. Almost met for a state championship game at one point. It was a possible matchup there. But looking at this matchup here today, the 2022 squad for Southridge, what have you guys been able to dig up about them since you found out the matchup?
They're an old group. Lots of seniors, it looks like, on their roster. I'm not sure what the number is, but obviously they've been together for several years there at Southridge. And historically that's a very good baseball school, very good program. Looking back, trying to remember, there was a playoff game several years ago and then a non-league game or 2 in the early 2010s or so, and then even before that we played them here in round 3, would have been the quarterfinals, and about going way back to 2002 I believe. They came to Roseburg for a quarterfinal game, and they ended up being victorious in that game and went on to win the state championship with a group that included at Southridge Darwin Barney. If people remember,
name sounds familiar.
Yeah. People remember that game of Oregon State fame, and then a long career in Major League Baseball. So we've seen them a few times through the years, but it has been several years since we've seen Southridge. But they're always a quality program. Very talented group, very talented players. And we expect more of the same here today.
All right, Coach. Best of luck to you guys out there today.
Thank you.
And that is head coach Troy Thompson for Roseburg. We'll take a 2-minute break, come back with first pitch here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
I don't think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to, by hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Welcome you back here to Champion Car Wash Field on a beautiful day in the Umpqua Basin. Getting ready for postseason baseball here on The Score. Live video coverage is streaming right now at 541radio.com and on our YouTube channel, 1490 The Score. It's presented by Umpqua Survival here in the postseason. We appreciate them jumping on with us for the postseason run, and you can watch it there for free. I know a lot of times a lot of places will charge you for your postseason live video stream. We've got it for you for free thanks to sponsorship from Umpqua Survival. Well, as we get ready to go, let's take a look at the starting lineups for head coach Kyle Chamberlain and the visiting Southridge Skyhawks. They will get ready to take the field here in the first round. They will send up Nolan Freeze, the shortstop, followed by Zane Garvey, the DH, J.C. Clee, the second baseman, batting third, Jake Dodge, the right fielder, batting cleanup. Cade Bertram is at first base, batting fifth, followed by Owen Garvey, the left fielder. Cooper Wigant, the pitcher, will bat seventh, followed by Jack Clee in the eighth spot, playing at third base, and Cheyenne Britton is the center fielder, hitting ninth. They'll face off against Evan Corbin, the right-hander on the mound for Roseburg. First pitch is in and fouled away, and we are underway in today's ball game. Welcome in, everybody. It's great to have you with us for today's contest. An 0-1 count here for Nolan Freeze. Swings through on the second pitch, and he finds himself behind 0-2 to lead off against first-team all-conference selection Evan Corbin. The 0-2 pitch is fouled away. We'll do it again on the 0-2 count. Evan Corbin, the right-hander, just a junior for Roseburg, all-conference pitcher of the year last year as a sophomore. As a junior this year, a first-teamer. Corbin comes in 46 innings worked as he gets a ground ball left side. It will find its way through. Leadoff single on the 0-2 pitch by Nolan Freeze. And a man on for Southridge to start things off in the top of the first. It'll bring up Zane Garvey, the DH. About with one on and nobody out. First playoff game for this Roseburg roster. I imagine pretty much about the same for Southridge. It's a lefty at the plate. Garvey will take high for ball one. So Evan Corbin making his first postseason start. He's got making the eighth start of the season, a 3-3 record, a 2.13 ERA. Works in just a little high and outside to the lefty. On the season in 46 innings, 42 strikeouts, 15 walks for Evan Corbin on the mound. The junior sets and fires out of his stretch. The bat comes flying out of the hand of the hitter. A foul ball in the air down the left field side is caught by Austin Takahashi in foul territory. The third baseman makes the grab for the first out of the ball game. Meanwhile, down the right field side, they were oohing and on as that bat went sailing out of the hands of Zane Garvey. The DH retired for the first out. One away, and it brings up J.C. Clee.
He'll swing at the first pitch, skies it into the bright sunny sky here in the afternoon in the Umpqua Basin. Practically standing on second base, the shortstop, Dawson Gillespie, is underneath it for the second out. There's 2 away in the top of the first with a man on at first base, and it brings up the dangerous hitter, a lefty, Jake Dodge. Read a lot about this young man getting ready for this broadcast. First pitch, high and away to him for ball 1. He stands in from the left-handed side of the box. 5 home runs on the season for the UC Santa Barbara commit. Will be going to play baseball down there next year. He pops one up, and it'll get up and out of play back behind home for strike 1. Cleanup man at the plate with a man on at first and 2 down. A 1-1 pitch. Got him to pop it up. It's very shallow. Back behind first, Silas Kincaid, a little bit of an adventure trying to track it down, but he does. 3 fly ball outs in the first inning after a leadoff grounder to left field for a single by Nolan Freeze. Southridge unable to do anything else against Evan Corbin. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We're through a half inning of play as we go to the bottom of the first inning. We'll take a look at Roseburg's starting lineup when we return on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
We go to the bottom of the first, a scoreless ball game. Roseburg, led by head coach Troy Thompson in his 20th year with the program, will put together a starting 9 with Logan Klopfenstein leading things off, followed by third baseman Austin Takahashi. Dawson Gillespie's the shortstop, batting third, followed by Silas Kincaid, the first baseman. Dominic Titone in left field will bat fifth, followed by Nathan Wayman, the DH, hitting in the 6th spot for starting pitcher Evan Corbin. The catcher Knox Hubbard will bat in the 7th spot, followed by Sebastian Watson at second base, and rounding out the starting 9 is center fielder Carson Dunn. That is a look at your starting lineup for Roseburg as we welcome you back to this first round playoff matchup between Roseburg and Southridge. Southridge starting pitcher will be Cooper Wagant, and watching him take his warm-up pitches, a right-hander side armor. So that'll be a little bit different for Roseburg, and we'll see how things go here as we get things underway. Want to say thanks again to our pregame show sponsor, Roseburg Disposal. You can let them make the run to the dump for you. Give them a call at 673-7122. So we're a half inning into the ball game. 1 hit on the board for Southridge, but they were unable to do anything with it. Left a man stranded on. So we're scoreless through a half as Roseburg will start with Logan Klopfenstein. Left-handed thrower, right-handed batter. The senior will wait for the first pitch. It's a comebacker to the mound, fielded by Wagant. Trots over to first base and will underhand throw to Caden Bertram to retire Klopfenstein. 1 away on just 1 pitch so far for Cooper Wagant.
Next batter, third baseman, number 14, Austin Takahashi.
So 1 away. It'll bring up Austin Takahashi. Takahashi was recently named the Southwest Conference Pitcher of the Year. He split the award with Cameron Sewell out of South Medford. Congratulations to Austin. High and inside for ball 1 on the first pitch to the lefty. How about that? Roseburg, we talked with Coach Troy Thompson in the pregame about their pitching staff. It's the 1-0 pitch outside to the lefty with 2-0 count. Roseburg has a guy win the Conference Pitcher of the Year award, and he's not even starting game 1 of the postseason. Takahashi squared to bunt, pulls it back, watches a breaking ball on the outside corner for a called strike. Austin Takahashi great on the mound, but at the plate he's been really good as well as he takes a pitch outside, 3 balls and a strike. Takahashi this year batting .342 for Roseburg, 13 RBI. Takes a 3-1 strike on the inside corner. Timed it up a bit. Got the hips moving, but he never did get the bat out there, but I don't think he really liked the location on the 3-1. Here's the full count pitch. Fouls it off. Takahashi, always a very good defensive hitter this season. For Takahashi, 7 strikeouts compared to 17 walks. The 3-2 pitch again. Takes ball 4. First walk issued for Cooper Wiggin. A man on for Roseburg.
Shortstop, number 9, Dawson Gillespie.
Bring up Dawson Gillespie with 1 out. Dawson Gillespie, the senior for Roseburg. Steps in this season. Gillespie batting .310 on the year. He's been coming alive as of late. Grounds one, slow roller towards third. They go to second for the lead runner, throw it into center field. Takahashi will head to third. He'll hold up there on the throwing error. A fielder's choice for Gillespie. Takahashi gets into second safely, moves to third on the throwing error by Jack Clee at third base. And Roseburg will have runners on the corners with 1 away.
Next batter, first baseman number 16, Silas Kincaid.
Brings up Silas Kincaid, the starting first baseman, who has also been seeing a nice little surge here as the season wraps up. Had 5 hits in a doubleheader against Sheldon 1 week ago. Silas batting .356 on the year. First pitch swinging on a breaking ball that disappears for strike 1. We'll take a look around the diamond defensively for Southridge here as the game gets underway. Bottom of the first, scoreless contest so far. The winner moves on. The loser is done for the year. Always that time of year, it's do or die. Pitch on the inside corner to Silas, and he's got himself an 0-2 count. Wiggin checking the outfield before he steps back on the rubber. Gillespie on at first. Takahashi at third with 1 away. Got a stall out here in the action. Not sure what we're waiting on. I think the pitcher was waiting on the hitter. The hitter was waiting on the pitcher. Nobody wanted to get the action going. The 0-2, runner is moving. Line drive shot out to left center, gets in. Kincaid will drive in the go-ahead run. Roseburg takes a 1-0 lead. Is sliding into third. Goes Dawson Gillespie. Silas Kincaid comes up with the first hit of the game for Roseburg, and it puts them on top 1-0. Runners are on the corners again with 1 out. Takahashi scores easily from third. Gillespie was running on the play, makes it all the way to third.
And
Roseburg will strike first against the Skyhawks. I'll bring up in the 5 spot Dominic Titone, who bats from the left side of the plate. He'll take the first pitch for a strike on the outside corner. So Roseburg playing in this first round matchup. On the other side of the bracket is Century on the road at Clackamas. If Clackamas is the winner in that matchup as the better seed and Roseburg wins, they would be heading on the road. Southridge would be headed to Clackamas as well. Pop fly into foul territory, letting it fall for a strike is the left fielder Owen Garvey. And I'm not sure if he lost a beat on it or if he's playing a little strategically out there. He gives up the out, but if he makes the catch, maybe he felt like he was out of position and might not have been able to make the throw back into the infield. Dawson Gillespie at third could have tagged and tried to score on the fly ball out in foul territory. So might have been a little gamesmanship out there in left field by Owen Garvey as he lets that one fall. It's an 0-2 count for Dominic Titone. The pitcher falls down as he slides one in, and that pitch high to Titone. It's a 1-2 count. Wiggin out there. He goes real low and just lost his footing and went sliding head first towards home plate. He'll fire outside. Count evens up. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Dominic Titone. Behind the plate, catching for Southridge today, Ryan Hoffman back there. Wait for this 2-2 pitch. Dom grounds one towards short. It gets through, another run in. Up to second base goes Kincaid. Roseburg's on top 2-0. Still just one out in the bottom of the first. Back-to-back runs driven in for Roseburg. Gillespie scores easily from third base on the ground ball. Out at shortstop, Nolan Freeze couldn't adjust back to the ball in time. Playing more towards second base with the runner on at first. One away, runners at first and second. Nathan Wayman, first pitch swinging, fouls it away out down the right side and out of play. Around the diamond here for the Skyhawks, Caden Bertram at first, J.C. Klee at second. At third, Jack Klee. Nolan Freeze at short. In the outfield from left to right, Owen Garvey, Sheon Britton, and Jake Dodge. That is your starting lineup for the Skyhawks. Ball down the first base side for Wayman, fielded by Bertram, who trots to the bag to retire Nathan Wayman. 2 down and runners at second and third for the Tribe.
Next batter is the catcher, number 4, Knox Hubbard.
Knox Hubbard will step up to bat, another lefty. Roseburg rotating almost every other. Third lefty in the lineup for Roseburg here in this first round matchup. Knox will try to see if he can drive in a run with 2 outs. In the bottom of the first, Roseburg already up 2-0. First chance to see the side armor, and he takes a strike on the outside corner. Knox Hubbard stepping in, batting .218 this year. Takes high and away, a 1-1 count. Bottom of the first. Knox, hard hit ball at the shortstop, goes off the glove, retrieving it, throw to first, will not get there in time. Roseburg leads 3-0. And we'll have runners at first and third with 2 outs as this bottom of the first continues. That'll be an error at shortstop, a hitter, an error.
Eli Jacobs will run at third base now.
So that'll be
baseman number 2, Sebastian Watson.
That was a one-hop, short hopper, not an easy ball to play by the shortstop, Nolan Freeze. But it was right at him, so an E6 to let the inning continue. That ball inside, that hits Sebastian Watson. And the bases are loaded. First pitch of the at-bat for Watson, and he gets on with the hit-by pitch. Roseburg really trying to stretch this one out. It's 3-0 score after Silas Kincaid scored on that error off the bat of Knox Hubbard. Dominic Titone now at third. Out at second base is a runner for the catcher as a ball fouled off by Carson Dunn. I believe Eli Jacobs out there. And that'll be Eli running at second base for Knox Hubbard. At first base after getting hit by the pitch, Sebastian Watson. So they're juiced with 2 outs, an 0-1 count for Carson Dunn, the 9-hitter. Roseburg sending the entire lineup to the plate. Here in the first inning, they lead 3-0. Dunn, big cut, swings through it. Strike 2. Roseburg Baseball today brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. The 0-2 is outside for Wagan. Roseburg finishing second in the Southwest Conference, 1 game behind champion South Medford. It's a 1-2 pitch outside. Wagant wanted the strike call, did not get the extended corner. Roseburg going 11-4 in Southwest Conference play, finishing number 10 in the OSA Power Rankings. Pitch lofted over shortstop. It drops in. 1 run in, a second run coming to the plate. The throw off line. Eli Jacobs will score up to second. Base goes done. 2 more runs in. Roseburg's on top 5-0. Got jammed on the hands, but Dunn's able to get it to fall just over the top of Nolan Freeze at shortstop. He could not race to it enough. With 2 routes, the runners were moving. Titone scores. And then Eli Jacobs running for Knox Hubbard comes in to score. Watson goes first to third. Roseburg has him at second and third base with 2 outs still here in the first inning, and they go back to the top of the lineup for Logan Kloffenstein. He'll take the first pitch on the outside corner. Kloffenstein grounded right back to the pitcher on the first pitch here in the bottom of the first inning. He'll get a second go, grounds it towards short. Picked up by Klee, airmails it to first, it gets by, 1 run's in, 2 runs will score, Kloffenstein heads to second. And it is disaster for Southridge to start out the ball game. Seven runs here in the first inning. That is a throwing error on the play. Out there running from second to third, Carson Dunn did what every runner going that way from second to third with a ground ball towards short. You try and get in the view of the shortstop to see if you can distract him enough. It looked like Freeze fielded it cleanly, but then might have rushed the throw to first base, and he just sent it high. Caden Bertram, I don't know if I have heights listed on the roster. I don't, but Bertram looks like he is a big guy out there at first base. And he did not have enough to get to that one. So that is a slew of errors here in the first inning for Southridge. A fielding error at third, a fielding error at short. Now, actually, it was a throwing error at third, fielding error at short, now a throwing error at shortstop. 3 errors total in this first inning. Roseburg sending its 11th hitter to the plate, leading 7-0, and many of these runs scoring, 3 of them. 3 of the 7 here in this first, all coming with 2 outs. 7-0 lead. First pitch swinging for Takahashi. That ball is fouled out of play down the left field side for strike 1. Takahashi drew a walk in his first at-bat here in this frame. The 0-1 pitch. It's taken for a strike with the off speed by Wagan. We had a visit to the mound here in the first inning for the coaching staff for Southridge. Trying to calm down the pitcher, and unfortunately that didn't work. With an 0-2 count, he hits Austin Takahashi on the leg. Second hit batter here in the first. And the inning will continue for Roseburg. Still in the bottom of the first, 7-0 lead. Dawson Gillespie to bat for a second time. He is now the 12th hitter to the plate for Roseburg. First pitch, he takes at the knees for strike 1. As the title sponsor of the OSAA State Championships, On Point does everything it can to help our team and community get ahead. On Point delivers the local banking and lending its members need to reach their goals and make more possible. You can visit On Point at onpointcu.com. On Point is federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity. Foul ball makes it an 0-2 count for Gillespie, but that, unfortunately, for Wagan hasn't meant a whole lot. He has struggled with the 0-2 pitch to try and get that final strike. Needs just one more out to get out of things here in the bottom of the first. The 0-2 is fouled away again. Well, folks, dear driver, if you're invited to save big now on a new Toyota, so hurry in today. Visit Toyota.com for more information. Toyota, let's go places. Oh-2 pitch again for Gillespie. Wagant delivers. Soft liner back to the mound is caught. And Wagant will make the final out with the glove. But Roseburg sends 12 hitters to the plate. They take a 7-0 lead as we go to the top of the second on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Back here for the top of the second. First pitch in. Strike one from Evan Corbin as he will face off against Cade Bertram, who swings through for strike two. Quickly an 0-2 count for the number 5 hitter in the lineup for this Southridge program. Bertram will stay alive, fouling off the 0-2 pitch from Evan Corbin, who now has a nice lead to work with. 7-0 Roseburg in front here in the top of the second. The 0-2 swung on and missed for strike three. And Bertram will go down with the first strikeout by Evan Corbin today. Strikeouts this season by Roseburg pitchers are brought to you by One Peak Medical. Don't let the perfect pitch get by you. If you're tired of waiting months to see a doctor, visit onepeakmedical.com to book your appointment today. One Peak Medical, accepting new patients both in person and virtually, covered by most insurances. Up to bat, Owen Garvey, the left fielder, fouled off the first pitch. The 0-1 from Corbin challenged him with the fastball. He's behind it and fouls it away. Out of play out the right side of the stadium. Garvey, the two-hitter in this inning. Cooper Wagant, the pitcher, waits on deck. Another ball fouled off by Garvey. Roseburg, take a look at their starting defensive alignment. Didn't get it in the first inning. Knox Hubbard back behind the plate. Second team all-conference selection behind the plate for Roseburg. The 0-2 pitch is in the air. That ball, foul territory. Kloffenstein at first chasing, but realized that one carrying out of play. Around the diamond, Silas Kincaid at first base. He's a first-team all-conference selection. Sebastian Watson at second. Austin Takahashi at third. Again, the conference pitcher of the year. It's the 0-2 pitch, ground ball right side. Watson will range to get to it. Underhands to Silas Kincaid at first. There's two away. Brings up Cooper Wagant with nobody on. Dawson Gillespie at shortstop. He was a first-team all-conference selection for Roseburg this year. In the outfield from left to right, Dominic Tatone, a second-team all-conference pitcher in left. Carson Dunn, a first-team all-conference selection in center. And Logan Kloffenstein is a second-team selection all-conference out in right field. First pitch to Wagant is fouled off, and that one catches the umpire, and that one got him good. We'll break in the action for a moment with a break in the game. Let you know today's game is brought to you by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. Also wanted to let you know, for over 45 years, Pacific Office Automation has remained locally owned and operated, supporting the community and people and places that matter. That's why Pacific Office Automation continues to sponsor the OSAA year after year. Pacific Office Automation, problem solved. Athletic trainer Julie Deaver out of the dugout to get a look at our umpire for a moment. We want to say good luck to her in her future endeavors. She is on her way out, finding a job in a different role within education. I think she's going into the classroom as a teacher, so she will be greatly missed. Julie has been great. She's, I think, been here for almost as long as I've been doing this. She has been awesome. We've been very much lucky to have her, and she will be sincerely missed. We'll also take a moment to say thanks to our outgoing athletics secretary, Carmen Finlay, who's probably got her last home event of her season and her time at Roseburg High School. Carmen's going to be hanging it up, retiring, and this might be the last home game of the spring season for Roseburg, barring any upsets on the other side of brackets. And so, Carmen, thanks for everything that she's done. She's sitting down the way and not listening to me. She hates all the praise. So thanks to Carmen. She's been a pleasure to work with and a lot of fun, and she will be missed as well. But we look forward to breaking in somebody new in the athletic secretary role at Roseburg. 0-1 pitch is called for a strike to Cooper Wagant. Bats from the right-handed side. The 0-2 swung on and missed, and he'll go down with a strikeout. Second of the inning for Evan Corbin, and he retires the side in order. 1, 2, 3, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Roseburg's on top 7-0 as we go to the bottom of the second inning on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother, and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Back here for the bottom of the second, Roseburg is leading 7-0 as they come up to the plate with, it'll be Kincaid, Tatone, and Wayman. 3 hitters due up. It'll be the second trip to the plate for each of them against Cooper Wagan. Stay connected to your favorite team with the OSAA Live mobile app. OSAA Live features the latest scores, schedules, and rankings for all teams and leagues across Oregon. Access OSAA state championship programs. Read the latest prep news and information. Search OSAA Live in the App Store or on Google Play to download today. First pitch, strike one to Silas Kincaid, who had a single in the first hit of the game for Roseburg. And that also drove in the first run of the game for the Tribe. He takes another strike to fall behind 0-2. No runs, 1 hit, 3 errors so far for Southridge. Roseburg 7 runs on 3 hits and no errors. Sidearm sling just off the edge of the plate, not by much for Wagant. And it seemed as if he really wanted that strike call, was expecting that strike call, but did not get it. The 1-2. Is low, and the count will even up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 from Wagan. Kincaid puts it in the air down the right field side, drifting foul and out of play. Just over the fence to get out of the stadium. Jake Dodge out there tracking it all the way to the wall before he runs out of room. Wagan facing 12 batters in the first inning. 6 of them come with 2 outs in the frame. Roseburg scoring 3 runs with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. They lead 7-0 here in this first-round playoff matchup. The 2-2. Breaking ball, strike 3 called. Got him. Kincaid will go down looking. First strikeout of the game for Cooper Wagant. And there's 1 away in the bottom of the second. Roseburg softball is on the road today in the first round of the state playoffs. Nice to see. Roseburg represented well in the postseason here in the spring. Had competitors at the state track and field meet, state tennis. Now we've got baseball and softball all represented pretty good here in the spring season for the Tribe. First pitch outside to Dominic Tatone, a 1-0 count to the left fielder who had an RBI single in the first. The 1-0 pitch to him. Takes for strike 1. Roseburg softball is on the road at Newburgh. They are just about to get underway up there. Ball fouled off. Strike 2 for Tatone. They are getting started at 5 o'clock there, so just getting things underway. We'll take a moment for a legal ID here in just a second as Dominic Tatone stands back in with a 1-2 count with 1 out in the bottom of the second. Wagant, the righty, delivers outside. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Roseburg Baseball on the Score. Breaking ball from the righty to the lefty, wraps it around Dominic Tatone. At first his knees were buckling, he was falling away. Then he tried to hang in there to see if maybe that would clip a knee, but it did not. A full count pitch, 3-2. He swings and just got enough of it to stay alive. And Tatone caught a little chasing there, but he didn't want to let that ball get by and watch strike 3. So he knocks it into the backstop, stays alive with the full count pitch. Swings through the breaking ball down low for strike 3. That is back-to-back strikeouts for Cooper Wagan. More of the start he was looking for. Fortunately, Roseburg has built a big lead in the first inning, and they lead 2-0. They're going to make it 7-0 here in the second. Beautiful day here in the Umpqua Basin. Temperatures in the mid-70s. A lot of sunshine. Finally feels like baseball weather. As the first pitch, strike 1 to Nathan Wayman. He's 0 for 1, grounding out back to the first baseman. Well, they were expecting 75 for your high today. Got up to 77, it looks like. As a comebacker back to the mound, Wagan has gotten a lot of balls right at him on the mound, but he's fielded the position well. He retires Nathan Wayman, and he gets a 1-2-3 inning defensively with a couple of strikeouts. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Still, Roseburg in front 7-0 as we go to the top of the third inning on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
USA would like to remind you your local Toyota.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
First batter for Southridge in the top of the third inning, number 14, Jack Clee.
Top of the third inning, Roseburg in front 7-0. Southridge will have the bottom of their lineup here. The 8-9-1 hitters coming up. Jack Clee leading things off. Takes the first pitch low for ball 1 from Evan Corbin. The 1-0 from the righty is outside. Today's ball game here on the Score is brought to you by Good Vibration Solutions. For home theater and automotive audio, you can feel it at Good Vibes. The 2-0 pitch hits the top of the zone. Strike 1 against Jack Clee, the third baseman, batting for the first time. The 2-1 from Corbin. Fouled down the right field side. Corbin's speed seems to be something that the Southridge hitters are trying to catch up to here early on as they try to time him out. 2-2 from Corbin. Powers it in there again. That ball in the air, right field, into foul territory. Kloffenstein to the fence. He runs out of room and stays a 2-2 count. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in and watching today's game, streaming live online at 541radio.com and on our YouTube channel, 1490 The Score. It's the 2-2, swung on and missed. And Evan Corbin will get his third strikeout of the game. Our video stream sponsored by Umpqua Survival here in the postseason. We appreciate them, and we will do the video stream as long as we are allowed to do it. As there's one out and nobody on, the 9-hitter Cheyenne Britton will step in and take strike 1. Once we get to the postseason, and these are OSAA-sanctioned games, then we start to get some regulations that start to restrict some of our possibilities with the video stream. As a ball fouled away, 0-2 count for Britton. So as long as we're able to do the video stream, we will continue to do so. And we appreciate the help from Umpqua Survival to make that possible. The 0-2 pitch, swung on, foul tipped into the glove for strike 3. It's another one. Fourth of the game for Evan Corbin. And there are 2 away in the third. Strikeouts are brought to you by One Peak Medical. Don't strike out with that New Year's fad diet. Or if you did, let One Peak Medical Fitness and Nutrition Advisors create an individualized plan for your daily routine, goals, and overall health to make sure that you succeed. Visit onepeakmedical.com. They are accepting new patients. The 0-1 to the leadoff man, Nolan Freeze. It's fouled away for strike 2. The 0-2 count from Corbin is high. The 1-2 pitch, high again, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two misses, and Evan Corbin will find himself with a full count with 2 outs in the top of the third. Nobody on base for Southridge. Got him to chase a pitch up in the zone, popped up on the infield. Silas Kincaid calling for it. Takes a while to come down, but he's underneath it when it does. And there's your final out. Another 1-2-3 inning for Evan Corbin. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Going to the bottom of the third, it's 7-0. Right now, Roseburg in front of Southridge on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I am confident.
I am aware.
I am trained.
I am prepared.
Be prepared to face the elements. Umpqua Survival offers classes to give you confidence and the gear to protect yourself. Check our calendar for expert training in self-defense, concealed carry, and more.
I am not afraid.
Be prepared for whatever life may bring. Umpqua Survival.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
For Roseburg in the bottom of the third inning, it'll be the catcher number 4, Knox Hubbard.
Bottom of the third inning on a beautiful day in the Umpqua Basin. On the mound, Cooper Wygant throwing into his third inning of work. He'll toss in a first pitch strike against Knox Hubbard. Hubbard will pull one towards second base, scooped up by J.C. Klee, who will make the out to first base. Caden Bertram there. Knox Hubbard will get retired. So that'll make now 5 straight batters retired by Cooper Wygant after the disastrous first inning, where things got away from the Skyhawks. The OSAA is going digital with Hometown Ticketing, the official ticketing partner of the OSAA. Ball chopped foul down the third base side. It took a hop in fair territory, high hop over the third baseman, landed back behind the bag. There was a deep breath, hold your breath as you waited for that ball to come down, and it just bounced in foul territory for Sebastian Watson, who will head back to the plate. Watson hit by a pitch his first time up. He's got the 0-1 count now after the foul ball. He'll take a breaking ball, hit the outside corner. The OSAA is going digital. Access tickets for all first round through state championship finals via the OSAA website or OSAA Live app. Order your tickets in advance and present your digital ticket at the gate. As a ground ball, third base side, knocked down by Jack Klee. He can't field it cleanly, and on is Sebastian Watson. And always the stickler. Carmen Finley ruling an error over there, so we'll put it down the same. That'll put Sebastian Watson on base, E5. High and away, 1-0 count for the 9-hitter, Carson Dunn. You can order your tickets in advance and present your digital ticket at the gate. Convenient, paperless, and easy to use. Visit osaa.org/tickets to buy tickets to events in the postseason online. High fly ball, deep left field, in the corner, off the glove for Owen Garvey. He overran it in the corner in left field in foul territory. It'll be a 1-1 count for Carson Dunn after that one lands foul. Dunn hitting a home run at Sheldon. He is one of 4 players this season for Roseburg to hit one out. Almost all of them, all but Dominic Titone's home runs came on the road. Not a hitter's park here. As the ball popped up in the air, Watson was running this one in foul territory. He'll race back to first as the ball caught by Caden Bertram. First baseman makes the grab in foul territory to retire Dunn. There's 2 outs. Watson was running. He almost was to second base by the time he put the brakes on to turn back around to the bag.
Next batter, number 6, Logan Klopfenstein.
There's 2 down. Back to the top of the order for Roseburg. Third time at the plate for Logan Klopfenstein. He is 0 for 2. This time he gets one to drop in. Squeaks a line drive into right field between first and second. Watson's going to go first to third. He gets in with a head-first slide. Taking second base will be Klopfenstein. Roseburg has him at second and third with 2 away as Logan Klopfenstein gets his first hit of the day. Out in right field, Jake Dodge. Expected to be headed to UC Santa Barbara next year. I think this summer going to be playing with the Springfield Drifters, a new West Coast League ball club up there, summer league collegiate ball team. Shows off a big arm, but his throw to third, missing the cutoff man, and that allowed Klopfenstein to get an extra base with Watson sliding in head first. Takahashi at the plate, a swing and a miss on the first pitch. Talk looking to try and drive in a run. He'll take outside for a 1-1 count. Takahashi walked and hit by a pitch so far. The 1-1 pitch, he swings through for strike 2. Roseburg baseball season has been brought to you by Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces in the area. The 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Takahashi will go down with the rare strikeout, and that'll finish things off in the third. Roseburg unable to add to the lead, and they leave 2 men stranded on base. We're through 3 innings of play. It is still 7-0. Roseburg in front as we go to the top of the 4th on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
From a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to, by hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Evan Corbin on for the top of the 4th inning. Will miss low on the first pitch to Zane Garvey, batting for a second time. He flew out to third baseman Austin Takahashi in the first. The 1-0 pitch. The lefty takes for strike 1. Roseburg Baseball on the Score brought to you by Flyaway Travel. You can contact their travel experts for your travel plans. Located at 1445 West Harvard Avenue, or call them at 672-5701. Breaking ball from Corbin misses outside to the lefty. Garvey has a 2-1 count. 2-1 is fouled away. It's just above the dugout down the third base side where the Roseburg Indians are at. Beautiful facility for those that are from our Southridge fan base that might be tuning in for the game. I'll tell you more as a 2-2 pitch. Just misses. Count will go full. Everything's artificial turf. Everything you might be watching, if you're watching and you see it out there, everything is artificial turf out there. It's a 3-2 pitch. In the air to left field, Dominic Tatone racing towards the line. He'll play it off the hop. It drops in. Holding to a single will be Garvey, who will have just the second base hit of the day for Southridge. And that ends a streak of 9 straight batters retired by Evan Corbin. 1 on with nobody out, and the heart of the lineup here. So some damage could be done here by the Skyhawks if they can get the bats going. First pitch swinging, J.C. Clee fouls it away for strike 1. So everything's artificial turf. It's about the second full season that we've seen ball played here at this ballpark. It was renovated right before the COVID shutdowns. It's a pitch high, 1-1 count. The field is home to Roseburg High baseball during the spring, Umpqua Community College baseball, and Umpqua Valley Christian baseball. 3 teams during the spring. As a ball in the air for Clee on the 1-1. Fighting the sun, Carson Dunn will make the catch. 1 away for the Skyhawks. That looked like a battle looking up into the afternoon sun for Carson, but he stays with it and makes the first out. Jake Dodge will bat, the right fielder. Bats in the cleanup spot. He flew out to first baseman Silas Kincaid his first time up. First pitch high from Corbin. During the summer, this is the home of Legion baseball here in the Umpqua Basin. Roseburg Dr. Stewart's and their minor league programs that feed into the AAA team. As a ground ball, hard hit to Watson, picks it up, goes to second for 1, back to first for the double play. 4-6-3, Jake Dodge with a laser, but Watson right on it to start the twin killing. 4-6-3 will finish it off here in the 4th for Southridge. And Roseburg will be coming up to bat in the bottom of the 4th, leading this one 7-0 on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My name's Chris. 2016, I got lymphoma stage 3 cancer and went through radiation for 6 months. I was exhausted all the time, and that's when I found One Peak Medical. My family life got better because I was more attentive and more energy. Because of One Peak Medical, I'm back doing everything I love to do.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
I am confident.
I am aware.
I am trained.
I am prepared.
Be prepared to face the elements. Umpqua Survival offers classes to give you confidence and the gear to protect yourself. Check our calendar for expert training in self-defense, concealed carry, and more.
I am not afraid.
Be prepared for whatever life may bring. Umpqua Survival.
Some strong defense highlighting Roseburg's efforts today here at the ballpark as Sebastian Watson, Dawson Gillespie, and Silas Kincaid finish off an inning-ending double play off the bat of Jake Dodge. It's a 7-0 lead. Today's game brought to you by Roseburg Honda. Contact their travel experts for your travel plans, now located at... Actually, that is the wrong... It's Roseburg Honda. Buying a car can be a hassle, if I read the right read here. Buying a car can be a hassle, but at Roseburg Honda, it's different. It's not difficult at all, not as difficult as reading a live read in a baseball game. Customer satisfaction is their highest priority. Visit Roseburg Honda where they treat you like family because they are family. 7-0 lead for the Tribe. Dawson Gillespie, Silas Kincaid, Dominic Tatone due up in the bottom of the 4th. Cooper Wagant still on the mound for the Skyhawks. First pitch, soft one hopper towards second, fielded by Clee. Will make the throw to first interesting, but it is scooped by Bertram to retire Gillespie. And there's one down. So it is talking about the ball field here, though. All artificial turf. Mentioned it's not really much of a hitter's ballpark. It plays deeper than it looks number-wise. 320 down the lines, 385 to dead center. Usually the wind blowing in from left field. As Silas Kincaid will take high and inside for ball 1. The American flag is out today. It does appear to be kind of blowing in from left field, left center towards the right field line. So it's a typical day here at the ballpark. Pitch high to Kincaid, 2-0 count. They've got the in-ground dugouts down the first and third base sides that were newly remodeled right around the same time as the field. As the ball popped up, Kincaid will stay alive at the plate as that ball gets out of play. Dugouts remodeled recently. They redid some of the backstop area. I know they plan to put some new netting behind home to refreshen things there. They're trying to get some new lights here at the ballpark. They're fundraising for that right now. So the place is getting a facelift. Things are looking really good, and it's just going to continue to look better. New scoreboard as well as the 2-1 pitch inside to Silas Kincaid. 3 balls and 1 strike for Silas with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Kincaid couldn't get on top of that pitch. Will sky it out to center field. Drifting back now coming in. Britton will make the catch. There's 2 down. Brings up Dominic Titone. So it's a great ballpark and excited to have
number 3, Dominic Titone.
Some high school playoff baseball here once again. We haven't seen baseball playoff action, true OSAA state playoff action, since 2019. Kind of crazy to think. Up to bat, Titone will take the first pitch for strike 1. Checking our scoreboard. Roseburg softball at Newburgh. They are in the top of the 3, still scoreless in that matchup. So Roseburg looks to try and pull off an upset at Newburgh. 0-1 pitch, sharply hit up the middle by Dom. He's got his second hit of the ball game. Makes up for a strikeout back in the second inning. Here in the 4th inning, he'll have his second hit in 3 at-bats. And with 2 away, Roseburg has a man on base. Nathan Wayman looking for his first hit as he makes the trip to the plate. So Roseburg hanging tight there against Newburgh in that playoff matchup. Wiggins' first pitch to Wayman is on the outside corner for a called strike. From the Southwest Conference in the first round of the playoffs today, Grants Pass is at Tualatin. Sheldon is at Central Catholic. South Medford is hosting Lincoln, and South Eugene is at Jesuit. There's a pitch low and outside, 1-1 count for Wayman. So I mistakenly said 4 teams, and thankfully Coach Thompson corrected me. 5 of the 6 teams in the conference make it into the playoffs, almost all 6. North Medford wasn't off by much as the ball foul-tipped for strike 2 by Wayman. Did get a score update from South Medford. After 2 innings, they're still scoreless in that one. South Medford hosting Lincoln in that matchup. We're 7-0 our score here in the bottom of the 4th. Roseburg and Southridge. Runner going. That ball high chopped to first, waiting for it to come down. Bertram will grab it and take it to the bag himself. And for a second time, Nathan Wayman is retired by the first baseman. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base for Roseburg. Haven't scored since the first, but haven't needed to. It's 7-0. Roseburg in front as we go to the top of the 5th inning on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage. First pitch swinging in the top of the 5th. This ball well hit. Carson Dunn making a long run. Will not get to the ball in the alley. Heading for third will be Cade Bertram. And Bertram gets things started in the 5th inning against Evan Corbin with the 3rd hit of the game for Southridge. Wastes no time drills one to the deepest part of the park out in right center. Carson Dunn diving to try and get to that ball, could not. It took a high bounce off the turf. I almost wondered if it would get over the fence for a ground rule double for Bertram. He's thankful it did not. That ball stays in play, and he gets a triple to lead off the inning. 7-0 our score as we start this fifth. Second time through the lineup for Southridge, and Bertram found his stroke. He gets the first hit for him today. At the plate now, Owen Garvey fouling off the first pitch for strike one. The 0-1 from Corbin is in for a called strike two. Oh-2 count. Corbin sets and will deliver. Ground ball right side. This should drive in a run. Watson will field it. Underhand flips to Kincaid. Owen Garvey will ground out, but he drives in a run to make it 7-1. There goes the shutout. But still a comfortable lead at 7-1 with one out in the top of the fifth inning. So Bertram easily scored on that one. And for Watson, he did just exactly what he could. Really no chance to try and make the play at the plate. They weren't playing in to try and cut off the run. They just take the out at first, knowing they got a comfortable lead, and let's just get outs. Right now, Roseburg is 7, make that 8 outs away from wrapping up a first-round victory. First pitch misses on the at-bat for Cooper Wagant. Wagant will take a strike, a 1-1 count. He struck out swinging back in the second inning. Foul tip into the glove for him. A ball and 2 strikes. On Point Community Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the OSAA State Championships. On Point is Oregon's largest locally headquartered credit union, serving more than 465,000 members. Visit onpointcu.com. On Point is federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity. Roseburg's dugout wanted strike 3, and they'll usually try to bait an umpire into a call. But at the plate, Cooper Wagant thought it was strike 3, was ready to walk to the dugout, and he didn't get called out for strike 3. Instead, he steps back in, and he wildly swings at a pitch. He'll strike out swinging there. That is strikeout number 5 on the day for Evan Corbin. It's the second out here in the fifth inning. In the middle of that read. And that pitch looked like it could have been strike 3, and Wygant thought it was. He was already walking to the dugout before he realized, wait a second, I didn't strike out. Just outside on a 1-0 pitch to make it 2-0 against Jack Klee, who struck out in the third inning, is 0 for 1 on the day. 2 outs with nobody on, 1 run in so far for Southridge in the fifth. A ball in the air out towards left field. Tracking it towards the alley, Dominic Titone makes the catch. Minimize the damage in the fifth. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base for Southridge. They break the shutout, but still trail by 6 as we go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Roseburg leading 7-1 on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Stay up to date with everything high school, including news, stories, coaches, polls, and more by visiting OSAA Today. Go to osaa.org/today. Visit OSAA today. First pitch swing and a foul ball into the backstop for Knox Hubbard as he leads things off in the fifth inning for Roseburg, leading 7-1. The 0-1 pitch from Cooper Wagon, still throwing for the Southridge Skyhawks. He gets a strike at the bottom of the zone to make it an 0-2 count against Hubbard. Hubbard is 0 for 2 in the game, reached on an error in the first. The 0-2 pitch to him takes high and away for ball 1. Still scoreless in the Roseburg softball game in the top of the 4th inning. So through 3 innings there, they are still in a scoreless ball game. The 1-2 is high and away, and Hubbard has himself a 2-2 count. Live streaming of today's baseball game on 541radio.com is presented by Umpqua Survival. There's another ball fouled off. Hubbard stays alive. Umpqua Survival, surviving in the postseason can definitely be difficult. You never know what's going to happen when your season's on the line every game. But surviving in life doesn't have to be, so make sure you check out Umpqua Survival on Diamond Lake Boulevard for all your survival needs. Pitch fouled up and out of play, and it's a battle at the plate here for Knox Hubbard. A 2-2 count remains. Roseburg Baseball on the Score has also been brought to you all season long by Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or call them at 541-459-1545. The 2-2, low and inside. Count goes full. Full count pitch and time called before the next offering. The winner of this matchup moves on to face the winner of Century and Clackamas. The last time Roseburg was in the OSAA state playoffs, and the only reason it's been so long is because there hasn't been one since 2019. The last time Roseburg was in the OSAA state playoffs was 2019 when they lost in the quarterfinals at Clackamas. Could be getting a rematch coming up in the second round if things stay like they are right now for Roseburg. A walk issued to Knox Hubbard to lead things off in the 5th inning. Eli Jacobs will come on to run for Knox. That is the second walk issued by Cooper Wagan. He's also hit 2 batters. Wagan's first pitch outside to Sebastian Watson. Haven't seen any action in the bullpen for Southridge. Roseburg has not had anybody up throwing as far as I could tell either. Evan Corbin's only allowed 3 hits through 5 innings and the 1 run as a breaking ball carries outside from Wygant. So far into the 5th inning, 7 runs, 5 hits for Cooper Wygant. That is what he has given up to Roseburg. He has not gotten a ton of help from his defense, which has committed 4 errors in this one. Strike call. Runner was going. In safely will go Jacobs down to second base. 2-2 count for Watson. But a stolen base puts a man in scoring position. Eli Jacobs running for Knox Hubbard. Gets in safely. The throw almost got away, but backing up to play. Southridge keeps it on the infield. Jacobs unable to try and get any more than just the 90 feet. 2-2 count. Watson flares it to right field. Jake Dodge out there will track that one towards the line. That'll retire Watson with the first out. 1 down, Carson Dunn will bat.
Better number 1, Carson Dunn.
Carson 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI single in the first. Takes low and outside for ball 1. So in the Southwest Conference, Lincoln at South Medford. South Medford, the number 3 team in the state, and the number 1 team out of the Southwest Conference. They're trailing 1-0 in that matchup. Lincoln leading 1-0 after 3 innings of play. That'll be interesting to follow. 2-0 pitch, swung on and missed by Dunn. Wygant, the righty, sets. We'll get him a ground ball towards short. High hop, fielded, throw to first. Speedy at third down the line and beating out the throw. Carson Dunn legs out an infield single. And he got the benefit of a springy infield. That ball just took a while to get to the shortstop, Nolan Freeze. By the time it did, he had to make a quick throw, and Dunn's speed works in his favor down the line. He gets in safely. That'll be a base hit. 6th of the game for Roseburg. And runners on the corners. Ball into right field. Here comes a run. It's going to be 8-1. Roseburg in front. Dunn heading into third. He gets there safely. And they're back on the corners again. Roseburg's in front after back-to-back singles. Logan Klopfenstein gets his second hit of the day and his first RBI. Jacobs scored in favor of Knox Hubbard, the courtesy runner for the catcher.
Number 14, Austin Takahashi.
Carson Dunn goes first to third. Klopfenstein on at first. There's one out. Roseburg back in front by 7. Takahashi will foul off the first pitch. Today's ball game brought to you by Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or call them at 541-459-1545. And by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? Life is taking Logan Klopfenstein to second base. He steals without a throw. The ball was in the dirt. Scooped up by Hoffman behind the plate, but didn't have enough time to try and pick it up and throw to second. So runners at second and third now. Talk gets jammed. That ball in the air, and it'll be out of the reach of Jack Klee, the third baseman. A 1-2 count for Roseburg's third baseman. Batting in the 2 spot, looking for his first hit. He struck out last time against Wagant. Has been hit by a pitch and walked. The 1-2 for Wagant. Infield playing in to cut off the run at home. Takahashi reaches, pokes one right side. Nowhere to go with it. A run will score. Dive to first, not in time for Bertram. And Austin Takahashi has an RBI single. Carson Dunn scores. Klopfenstein goes to third. Runners on the corners. 9-1. Roseburg in front with one out in the 5th. Bertram at first, he was pulled away from the bag to field it. Thought about going home, but just didn't feel like the throw was going to be there for him, so tried to race to the bag. He dove, but couldn't get the glove on the bag before Takahashi got there. There's still just one out. It's Dawson Gillespie who takes the first pitch, strike 1. Gillespie looking for his first hit. Wagant's 0-1 pitch, runner going, missed high and inside. In safely goes Takahashi. So he'll steal second, puts 2 runners into scoring position. And here in the bottom of the 5th, it's time to start looking at it. Roseburg is 2 runs away from ending this first-round playoff matchup early. Which means I should tell you that today's game brought to you by Dr. Alanson Randall. The dentist is open, so give him a call at 541-378-6694. Strike called against Gillespie. A 1-2 count. Gillespie grounds one towards second base. In front of it is J.C. Klee. He'll make the out to first. It'll be an RBI ground out for Dawson Gillespie. There's 2 away. Klopfenstein scores to make it 10-1. Roseburg in front. Takahashi moves to third. And now Roseburg needs one more run to end it early, but they'll have to do it with 2 down. Today's game also brought to you by 7 Feathers Truck and Travel. Join the winning team at 7 Feathers. Positions open starting at $16.25 an hour. Apply at i5exit99.com. The 1-0 pitch for Silas Kincaid popped up right field area into foul territory and out of play. 1-1 count for Kincaid. Silas is 1 for 3, drove in a run in the first, had the first hit of the game for Roseburg. Roseburg with 8 hits in the ball game. Cooper Wagant on the mound. 1-1 pitch. And that gets Kincaid on the front elbow. 3rd hit batter of the day for Wagant. Runners on the corners again for Roseburg. And the ball, I think, glanced off the elbow for Silas Kincaid and then into the catcher, Hoffman, who's doubled over a little bit there. with a break in the action here. Dear driver, you're invited to save big on a new Toyota, so hurry in today. Visit Toyota.com for more information. Toyota, let's go places. This is your OSAA On Point Community Credit Union 6A state playoffs, first round action between Roseburg and Southridge here at Champion Car Wash Field in Roseburg. The OSAA playoffs are also sponsored by Pacific Office Automation. For over 45 years, Pacific Office Automation has remained locally owned and operated, supporting the community and people and places that matter. That's why Pacific Office Automation continues to sponsor the OSAA year after year. Pacific Office Automation, problem solved. Catcher will get a round of applause as he makes his way around. Just got to walk that one off. The Southridge club, pretty loaded lineup here. Jake Dodge headed to UC Santa Barbara. Nolan Freese, the shortstop, going to Linfield University.
Next batter, number 3.
The first baseman, Caden Bertram, going to Pierce Community College. And one of the Clees, I forgot to write down which one. Let's see here. J.C. Clee is the senior, so it's going to be him. As the ball gets away, that could have almost brought home the game-winning run. Or the game-ending run, I should say. Bounces away, but tracking it down, Hoffman, who just took one. They'd had him crumpled over. He gets to that ball in time. Dominic Titone at the plate. A 1-0 count with runners on the corners and 2 outs in the bottom of the fifth. So second baseman J.C. Clee, he's headed to Corbin University. Outside on the corner for a called strike against Dominic Titone. Also, Nathan Aviles, who's not in the lineup. Senior going to head to George Fox to be a teammate of Logan Klopfenstein and Silas Kincaid in football. A ball hit well out to right field, over the head. There it is. That's going to be your ball game off the wall. Dominic Titone sends home Austin Takahashi, and Roseburg's going to take an 11-0 victory in 5 innings against Southridge. A ball laced to right field by Dominic Titone will put the 10-run mercy rule in effect. Roseburg scores 4 here in the 5th, and this one is final. 11-1, your final score. The Tribe moving on to the second round of the state playoffs coming up on Wednesday. We've got some commercial breaks to get in, so we're going to go ahead and do that. We've got to mix them up, so we'll have a bit of an extended post-game show coming up for you. Don't go anywhere, folks. Roseburg moving on in the state playoffs. Southridge falls here at home, or here at Roseburg's home. 11-1, your final scores. The season comes to an end for the Skyhawks. They'll go 13-13 on the year. Roseburg improves to 18-8 on the season, and will face the winner between Century and Clackamas in the second round of the playoffs coming up on Wednesday. We'll take a break and come back here in the postgame show. We got a lot to get to and a lot of breaks to make up with the short one here today. Back after this timeout on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
I don't think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to. By hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Roseburg celebrates down the left field side just behind third base as the Tribe will be moving on to face the winner of Century and Clackamas in the second round of the 6A state playoffs. Today's game has been brought to you by a whole lot of folks, and we appreciate everybody. I want to say thanks to Chris Hubbard State Farm Insurance. If you've been thinking about switching up your insurance coverage, get in touch with Chris. With over 10 years of insurance experience, Chris can make sure that you're getting the coverage you need at a price that fits your budget, auto, home, life, and more. Contact Chris Hubbard at 541-672-3301 or visit chrisinsures.com for a quote today. Well, this one got over in a hurry. We were on the air for maybe about... I guess a little more than an hour and a half, right around there. That was a quick one. Finish it in 5 innings as Roseburg walks it off with 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th for an 11-1 victory over Southridge. Final numbers, 1 run on 3 hits, 4 errors, 1 man left on base for Southridge. Roseburg had 11 runs on 9 hits, no errors, and 7 men left on base. It was a disastrous start for Southridge. Roseburg scores 7 runs as 12 hitters go to the plate in the first inning. It was 7 runs on 3 hits, 3 errors, and Roseburg took the commanding lead. Evan Corbin worked with it as he picks up a 5-inning victory, allowed just 3 hits, the 1 run in the 5th by Southridge, but Roseburg, they fight their way back after giving up the 1 run. They still had a big lead, and they pour it on with 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th. Dominic Titone capped it off with a single deep to right field over the head of Jake Dodge all the way to the fence, and that would be the final run needed for the 10-run mercy rule in this first-round matchup. Roseburg gets the win 11-1. We're going to take another 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll look at some more of the numbers from this one here today. Roseburg gets the win. We'll be moving on to the second round of the OSAA On Point Community Credit Union 6A State Championship Playoffs. We'll have it for you on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
I am confident.
I am aware.
I am trained.
I am prepared.
Be prepared to face the elements. Umpqua Survival offers classes to give you confidence and the gear to protect yourself. Check our calendar for expert training in self-defense, concealed carry, and more.
I am not afraid.
Be prepared for whatever life may bring. Umpqua Survival.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Back here on a beautiful Monday afternoon in the Umpqua Basin, and it's kind of sad to say, but that might just be it for us here at Champion Car Wash Field this high school baseball season. It always comes at you in a hurry when the regular season wraps up, but the season does continue for Roseburg as they will be moving on to the second round of the playoffs. Roseburg has got some numbers here on Roseburg in the postseason as they win 11-1 in 5 innings against the visiting Southridge Skyhawks. Roseburg in the postseason. In the last 16 years, Roseburg has made the postseason 15 times. Not 16 years. So in the last 16 state playoffs, there's the 1 year that didn't count because there was nothing in 2020, and then 2021 didn't quite count either. So there's been a couple of years that obviously with the pandemic they weren't normal. So the last 16 postseasons sponsored by the OSAA, Roseburg's made it into the playoffs 15 times. Of those times, they have only lost in the first round twice. So in 15 postseason appearances in 16 seasons, Roseburg's only failed to get out of the first round of the postseason twice. So they've had a lot of success in the first round, and they have some more today. Hey, if you want to stay in shape, be involved in a sport that you love, and earn money in the process, become an athletic official. There is a shortage of officials in Oregon. Already hearing about it for next year. It's been a bit of struggle at times for people this year, for teams this year, and administrators are already struggling looking ahead towards next year. So be a part of the process. Become an official. Visit osaa.org/officials for more information and to get registered today. Plus, if you are following a team in the postseason and you want to get some memorabilia, purchase your official state championship merchandise at osaastore.com. With Rush Team Apparel, the exclusive merchandise partner of the OSAA, you have more options. Customize your gear with your school name, a student-athlete name, event decals, and more. Nike products are also available. Browse the selection of official state championship merchandise at osaastore.com. Well, this one over in a hurry. Roseburg with 7 runs in the first. Southridge got 1 run in the top of the 5th, but Roseburg scores 4 in the bottom of the 5th to finish this one in 5 innings. 11-1 your final score. 1 run on 3 hits, 4 errors for Southridge. They left 1 man on base. Southridge only the 3 hits, and they only get a guy in base in 3 different innings. A leadoff single by Nolan Freeze, but then 3 straight outs behind him. Evan Corbin on the mound retired 9 straight batters at one point in the middle of this game. Gave up a leadoff single in the 4th inning, but then a double play helped finish that one off. He faced just 3 batters in the 4th. In the 5th, a leadoff triple got a man into scoring position for the first time today for Southridge. They took advantage on a ground-out RBI by Owen Garvey. That drove in the only run of the game on Cade Bertram's triple. But then it was strikeout and a fly ball out, and that would do it for Southridge. 3 hits, 1 run in the ball game. So Roseburg looked good defensively, and Evan Corbin pitched well on the mound. On the other side, for Roseburg, Logan Klopfenstein finished with 2 hits in this one. Austin Takahashi ended up getting a hit. Dawson Gillespie had an RBI on a ground out. Silas Kincaid had a base hit, 1 for 3 with an RBI. Dominic Titone had 3 hits in the game with 2 RBI. Let's see here. Knox Hubbard got on base twice but did not end up with a hit in this one. That ends a 3-game hitting streak for him. Sebastian Watson did not end up with a hit, but he got on base twice, once hit by a pitch and once on an error. Carson Dunn legged out a single in his last at-bat. He finishes with 2 hits and I believe with multiple RBI. That first inning's a little shady on my RBI totals just because I'm sure there's some unearned runs in there. 3 errors in the first inning for Southridge really proved to be big. Evan Corbin picks up the win. He's now 4-3 on the season. He is pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 hits, 1 run. He walked none and struck out 5. Cooper Wagant will get the loss. He went 4 2/3, gave up 9 hits, 11 runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and he hit 3 batters as well. We did not have a pitching change in this one. All pitching changes, of course, are brought to you by Chris Hubbard, State Farm Insurance. He can help you with a free quote, so get in touch with Chris at Chris Hubbard at chrisinsurers.com, or you can call him at 541-672-3301. So there you go. that is kind of look at the numbers. We'll go ahead and take our final break here, and then we'll come back with our Mountain Mike's Pizza player of the game. And also we will get you a look at what's to come. We ended a little early, so we'll cover around some of the notes on what is to come for Roseburg as the postseason continues. Back after this final break of the postgame show on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I am confident.
I am aware.
I am trained.
I am prepared.
Be prepared to face the elements. Umpqua Survival offers classes to give you confidence and the gear to protect yourself. Check our calendar for expert training in self-defense, concealed carry, and more.
I am not afraid.
Be prepared for whatever life may bring. Umpqua Survival.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
I don't think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to. By hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Well, folks, game one in the books in the postseason. For Roseburg fans, it goes their direction. For those that have been tuned in from Southridge on that side, we appreciate, if you're still listening, appreciate you sticking around, even though things don't go in your direction. Great season for the Skyhawks. They go 13-13 on the year and 7-11 in conference play. In the Metro League, they finished in fifth place there, making it to the postseason for a fourth straight year, but unfortunately falling in the first round, and their season comes to an end. But Roseburg getting a win today, and will face the winner of Century and Clackamas in the second round of the state playoffs, and was looking to see if maybe I could find any possible scores on that Clackamas game, but I am not necessarily seeing it. Well, here's some scores here. Let's see. Sheldon leading 3-1 over Central Catholic in the first round. We did hear that South Medford was trailing 1-0 against Lincoln. That was after 3 innings, so there's a couple of Southwest Conference scores for us. And let's see here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else that's going to be worth passing along on what I've got so far, but there's a couple of Southwest Conference baseball scores in the postseason. Sheldon leading 3-1 against Central Catholic. South Medford down 1-0 against Lincoln in the last reported scores that we have there. Roseburg going to be taking on Century. That game did get started at 5, so it was a little bit behind us, plus we were cruising right on through. Before we get out of here, let's go ahead and pause real quick for station identification. This is Roseburg Baseball on the Score. Well, as Southridge packs up and gets ready to head home, take pictures, and celebrate their season, I want to say congratulations to their seniors on a great year. Cooper Wygant, Cheyenne Britton, Nathan Aviles, Bryce Jacobson, Nolan Freeze, J.C. Klee, Skylar Wallstrom, Owen Garvey, Jacoby Boyd, Caden Bertram, and Jake Dodge, the seniors on that roster. Congratulations to them on a great season getting here to this point. Good luck going forward for all of them and whatever endeavors life has in store for them. For Roseburg, they've got another game coming up, and it looks like it's a good chance. There's a chance it could be on the road unless there's an upset on the other side of the bracket. Second round action will be on Wednesday, and we'll have coverage of that one for you. So stay tuned for that one. We'll be wherever the game is, here or on the road, we'll be there to bring you that game coming up. It's time now to name our Mountain Mike's Pizza player of the game. Mountain Mike's Pizza the way it ought to be. We appreciate them supporting a player in each game this season, honoring the great stuff that Roseburg's done throughout the year in a lot of different sports. Today's player of the game is going to be Evan Corbin. Corbin going 5 innings, gave up 3 hits, 1 run, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. He's your winning pitcher in this one, improving to 4-3 on the year. He shut down what this Southridge team looked like they had some big bats, but he shut them down, allowing just the 1 run and 3 hits. So Corbin is your player of the game for today. Congratulations to him, and congratulations to Roseburg. We're going to wrap things up here, folks. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Want to say thank you to the Southridge Skyhawks head coach, Kyle Chamberlain, for making the trek down here today and being a part of our broadcast by helping us out get ready for this one. Want to say thanks to athletic director Russ Bolin, who did send in saying that it was still scoreless last update from Russ. In that one, the last score was top of the 5th, still scoreless between Roseburg and Newburgh softball. But thanks to Russ Bolin, head coach Troy Thompson, the entire Roseburg baseball program for allowing us to bring you another season of Roseburg baseball here on The Score. Want to say thanks to Logan Bishop back in the studio doing the radio production for us today. Logan is wrapping up his time with us as his senior year at Roseburg High is wrapping up. He's headed off to BYU, so good luck to Logan, and congratulations on finishing out high school, and a lot of big things ahead for him, but thanks so much for all the hard work that he's put in with us on the radio here. Want to say thanks to you, the fan, for tuning in for today's broadcast, because, of course, without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself, and thanks to all of our sponsors that help make Roseburg baseball all season long on the radio possible. We wouldn't be able to do it without them as well. All right, we will have a time and place and all that stuff, details for you later tonight, so stay tuned for that, but we'll be there when the second round gets started on Wednesday as Roseburg moving on in the postseason, and you'll be able to catch it right here on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.